Hello, my name is Luisa Cristina Torres. I'm a physician in Colombia. I am making my practice 24 years ago, and I meet Immunocal because I was looking forward to improve my mother's health. My mom was diagnosed with breast cancer. She was receiving chemotherapy, radiotherapy, and surgery as a treatment. And when she finished this part of the treatment, she was taking tamoxifen by 4 or 5 years. After that, the cancer reappeared in her brain. So was the second time. In this second time, we used chemotherapy and radiotherapy because it was impossible to make the surgery because of the size and location of the tumor. After that, 3 or 4 years after, she repeated again the cancer, but this time was in the lungs. That makes me think that there has to be another way to resolve the problem with less secondary effects, because with the time we discover too many secondary effects from these treatments. For the year 2012, because of the radiotherapy and chemotherapy in the brain, she loses her autonomy. She cannot talk, she cannot eat, she couldn't control his sphincters. She was all the time in bed. She couldn't recognize me or my father, my sister and brothers, his grandson and granddaughter. She could not talk and was very heavy for us. Then in 2018, a patient talked to me about Immunocal. It was the first time that I hear from this supplement. So I decided to study and I learned a lot. I learned that it's a natural product, that is not a treatment, it's not a pharmacy product, that could be used at the same time that she was taking other treatments. So I decided to put Immunocal in her diet, sorry. So my mom began to take Immunocal, and 10 days after she was beginning, everything changed. In that 10 days, I can say that was a miracle. My mom doesn't recognize me, doesn't speak, and it was a Saturday morning. I go inside to my mom's bedroom and I say good morning, as usually I do it, but she never answered. And in that morning, she answered me. She say good morning. I was very surprised. I look into her eyes, trying to understand. She was connecting with me, so I asked again, how you feel? And she said, tired. In that precise moment, I was very surprised. So I begin to understand what's going on, what we do different in that time. The only thing was we put Immunocal in his food, in his nutrition. From that moment, she began to get better day by day. She was using insulin, glargina, or glargine, I don't know how you say it, but she was using insulin, and in that moment when we begin, she was taking 60 units of insulin, and 3 years after that, she was taking only 19. She has a big ulcer in the part of the in middle of the hips in the back, and was very big, like 20 centimeters of diameter, and we make too many things to repair it, anything function. And when she was taking Immunocal by 8 weeks, the ulcer get better completely and never again appear. She always has or respiratory infection or urinary infections because she was on bed and all this. And after we begin Immunocal, 3 months later, she never will have again this kind of infections. My mom suffered from thrombocytopenia because of a secondary effect of chemotherapy, and she always has something like 50,000, 60,000 of plackets. And when we began Immunocal 1 year later, she was perfect. 150,000, 200,000, very well. And she never get back to that thrombocytopenia. In general, what I can say that this is a nutrient that really helps people to get better, that helps our body to recover his natural capacity of recover. And I really recommend too much. I highly recommend to all my patients, because I really believe that Immunocal is a great solution, helping people to get better from inside by nutrition and not only by pharmacy products. So I believe so much in Immunocal. I am a physician, how I just said, 24 years ago. I studied cardiology, clinical cardiology in 2006. I have 17 years now working and studying immunology and cellular nutrition. So I'm a person that I am very consequent with what I'm doing. So I highly recommend it, because it's really something that helps to any kind of person and patients. That's my experience.